Hello, hello. So, Aries season is almost over. We have been examining our I am statements, or we should have been. I've caught myself saying I am exhausted, I'm this, I'm that, and listening to it. Okay, so how have we come along so far since I started making videos about the mottos? I'm eating avocado and sweet potato right now. So, remember when I first started making these videos about mottos? We were in, I believe, season. So we were examining the things we thought we could be capable of, the belief systems that we had around our identities, anything that we could possibly have a belief about. Things we can't really see, things we want to manifest that, we can feel but can't see. Now we're in I am season, so this is about embodiment of those beliefs. Okay? I am is an action. It's a becoming. I am becoming. So what do we carry on into I have season? Okay, some people like to say Taurus season is I build. Okay, that's just as relevant because these are tangible things. We're starting to involve movement, have possession, building, things that have weight to them, purpose. You can hear my dad going in and out of his room, probably. Our doors are right next to each other. So, what do you have, okay? Do you think about, when you say I have, do you think about I have a job? Do you think, oh my God. I hope you guys didn't hear that. Oh my God. He couldn't just belch in his room. He has to belch right by my door. So, we're creating things. I have. What do we have right in front of us? What kind of tools can we exploit to build things? So we believe, we identify, we create through our capabilities that we discovered in I am. So in Taurus season, we have Uranus and Taurus still for a while, and Jupiter and Taurus finishing its transit. But right now, we're looking at them having a conjunction in Taurus. So this is going to be a shakeup of possibly things rectifying themselves or falling apart. Uranus does not like to leave things as they were. So if they were stagnant in the things that you have, you might notice your possessions changing. Things that you have, your perspective about possessions, the amounts you have, say, for example, cryptocurrency could be very well covered inside this Uranus and Taurus transit, because Uranus rules technology, Taurus rules money, possessions, value. Uranus is sudden things changing, right? So this could spike. We've already had it tank since, 2020-ish. We've had a lot of ups and downs with cryptocurrency. Mostly downs. So that's pretty much due for a spike. Okay, so it's also going to affect the planet. I've been talking about Uranus direct since December, January. It went direct January 27th. And I've been talking about the increase in earthquakes. That's an earth thing. And it's shaking. Quite literally, that's a Uranian quality. Earth shaking. Natural disasters. Sudden changes in temperature. Sudden changes of wind blowing, causing fires blowing around. Or, hurricanes where there's not normally hurricanes. We had one in California, and then we had an earthquake on the East Coast where they don't normally have earthquakes. So changing things like that, like switching poles of experience, high contrast. Beauty standards will also be covered in this. So as soon as Uranus and Taurus went into Taurus a few years ago, Megan and I used to make a podcast called Serum for the Soul, which I need to make sure is still published now that I'm talking about it. And we were talking about predictions about beauty standards back then, changing to more skincare and a natural aesthetic. Skin quality being more important than caking makeup on like it has been, previous. And look at it. I mean, look at every TikTok you see. We are only now starting to trend back towards a lot of contouring, a lot of heavy makeup. But for a really exceptionally long time, it's been the natural girl look. I personally think the natural girl look is just going to continue. I think personally that eyelash extensions will take another turn to where they're being more customized. I believe even that's going to start looking more natural in general. People are going to be tailoring these things to their faces instead of cookie cutter lashes. They're going to have more customized enhancements for people's faces. I feel like our natural features are going to be back in style. Already, I've been seeing people who do aesthetics and fillers and, like I said, aesthetic nurses start talking about trends they're seeing in conventions towards a more natural look. Back, for a really long time, the desired look for fillers and everything were like exaggerated, and now things are going back to more enhanced natural features. This is going to continue. Authenticity. Don't forget, we have Pluto in Aquarius. This is in a square to this Taurus energy. People who aren't experiencing a call to be authentic will be increasingly more and more uncomfortable. And the people who are easy to authenticity, who can express themselves at the drop of the hat, who are exposing themselves on a more regular basis, will have a much easier time with this really deep call for humanity to start sharing pieces of themselves so that we all start, it's like, it reminds me of the star-bellied sneeches, and I've used this for my reels if you've looked in the past. I believe it was a Neptune transit, but still, it doesn't really matter. Our concept of beautification, division, oneness, individualism, they're all getting re-examined. I said this on my Patreon exclusive. I'm going to say it again. Unity consciousness, as we've known it with Hermeticism, etc., that sense of the one, the all, that New Age conglomerate of the collective energy is going to be more individualized now that Pluto is in Aquarius, and we're plugging through that, and we're seeing this interaction with Uranus and Jupiter. That's what that square is going to do. It's going to, yes, okay, we are all cut from the same cloth, but we are all not the same. And the more we start celebrating and respecting those differences instead of trying to homogenize them, the more we're going to be acting within the highest good of these transits. That's why I think human design is so important right now. So, I'm just saying. I'm going to start. I decided last night, I took down my Patreon because I don't feel like the options are correct. I need to re-examine my offerings, but as far as my Patreon's concerned, that can wait. But what I want to start doing is contacting and talking to more people about their experience with authenticity, their inhibitions, why they think they have the inhibitions. I got contacted by quite a few people when I was doing the vulnerability challenge, for example. And they were like, I admire you for doing this. It's a beautiful thing. It's touching my heart. I'm so glad you're doing it. And when I invited them to participate, walls came up. No, I can't do that. I'm not ready. It sounds fun, but it's too much for me right now. And so I want to have more private conversations about why people think that they're not ready. What's holding them back, what their inhibitions might be called, where they began, so that I might create something to help people who are trying to become more authentic during this time. If you want to start stripping down like I did with the vulnerability challenge and don't know where to start, I'm hoping that you hop on these calls with me. Okay? I'm going to be making an official announcement with like an image so we can actually talk about, this transition inside between I am and I have. I have the ability to be vulnerable. I have the security inside myself. Also Taurus, security. To be able to use my throat chakra and speak about my vulnerability. Very Venusian. Taurus rules the throat chakra. So, I'll be making a full announcement, but if something, working with me about authenticity, like going over your whys, this is what you can expect these calls are going to be an hour long, and they're going to be sliding scale from anywhere, the lowest, $30 to $100, okay? Whatever you can afford, because I want people to be coming to me about this. I want to be able to talk to people about this. I want to be able to give them an hour of my time. I can't do it for free, but I want to give people an hour of my time, and completely, this information's not going to get used later, but it's something that's going to help me create services for people who are trying to come out of their shell. I hope you understand where I'm getting at. So this is going to be some shadow work in this call. We're going to be doing it together so you won't be alone and scared. A lot of times people get locked in their heads when they're thinking about wearing their guts on the outside. So, me holding your hand is going to help. I'm looking at my notes because this is what's going to be announced. So what you can expect, sorry, my nose got itchy. I have like a little bit of hay fever. What you can expect from me in this call, most of this will be channeled information that I'll be pulling in from spirit because I pray before every single call I do ever. So the basis of this will be channeled information. But I want you to be ready to show me your chart. I want you to have your chart ready to go. I don't want your chart data. I want your circle chart ready to go to present to me if I ask for it. Okay? We could possibly even pull cards. So we might use your chart. We might use your cards. Not guaranteed that every situation is going to need it for me to understand. You know what I'm saying? So either way, this is my first official announcement for this service. Now, Taurus season, a lot of people, I feel like Aries season divided people straight down the middle. It was full of contrast. These eclipses really did a number on people's psyches. Either they're full of courage and belief in themselves, or they're even more secure than when they began this month, this season, Aries season. Me, I feel so fucking blessed. I feel so fucking blessed at the end of this season. I have so many things to look forward to, and I have so many things at hand to be using. I have wonderful clients. I love you guys. My clients are amazing. My friends that turn into clients are amazing. Your trust in me makes me feel so fulfilled. So I'm hoping to continue this work and double down and be the best spiritual minister, astrologer, tarot reader, advice giver that I could possibly be. So I still have more potatoes and avocados to finish, but I figure I can wait till I'm fully done talking because I'm just sitting here shoveling food in my face. So let's think about changing our language. Let's think about how we've been using the words I am and I have. Let's really listen to ourselves talk. Take that observer's stance and see where we're at. Take our own temperature. Pretend that we're somebody we live with and we're feeling them out and seeing how they're really doing instead of what how they're doing. Because somebody's just going to say I'm fine, but you have to really listen to how that person's acting and speaking and moving in life to really see if they're fine or not. Maybe they don't know that they're not fine, maybe that's you just moving along every single day, not knowing if you're fine or not. Okay? Make sense? So let's really get into this intuition, this feeling out of authenticity. It's a big deal for me to see what holds people back. And I feel like there's a service I can really be present here for people. So if you want to book this call, it's not on my square. DM me. We can talk about your price adjustment as you can manage. That's sliding scale between 30 and 100 for a 60-minute call. This is going to go up down the road. This is an introductory price. at sliding scale prices. So I just really want to talk to people about this. And I feel like if price is a hindrance, you have no excuse. Okay, so today is Tuesday. Pretty fucking sure. I normally work out on Tuesdays, but y'all, if you could feel what my period feels like right now, like my entire body hurting, you'd know why I didn't want to go all the way to the gym. I'm going to do something active. I have to go outside. The trash needs to be taken to the dumpster, so I'm going to make sure I go on a little walk instead of taking the car to go do it. Some sunshine, because we actually have some sunshine today and it's not too hot. So anyway, I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but I hope everybody's well. I love you guys. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of what you have, which is your body, your mind, your spirit. Start setting alarms if you have trouble with time management, because you won't be able to build on what you have Taurus season if you're not minding your time. And Saturn's in Pisces. That's a square to Taurus. Wait, no, that's a sextile. It's a sextile. Let me reassess what I was about to say. So Saturn in Pisces is definitely going to make time feel strange. So we have to be disciplined with that and keep our own sense of time, for sure. So set little alarms, like I said. Anyway, I'm rambling. If somebody is roofing, like re-roofing their house, I had that really weird message come in for you guys. So please hit me up. I'm so curious who that was for. All right. Peace be with you. I'm going to send you a little love. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to send you some energy from my hands to your heart. We're going to leave it at that. I love you guys.